Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Although every move they make seems to be against you, you see, they misinterpreted and misheard your word. Like a riddle. It was so simple, yet they went looking for the difficult explanation. But from the start, they've been given the wrong information because they never determined what it meant to follow you. They simply thought it meant coming to church and being in view of the cross, when really they were just crossing streets blindfolded, expecting that you would guide their steps while you shout, "I gave you eyes for a reason." But they refused to open them and see their own treason because the truth hurts. Or at least that's what we've been told. Since we were yay high and this many old, we've been told that as long as we're here, we're safe. Well, that truly is just a waste of breath that we could be using to breathe life into those around us. But every time we speak out, society frowns on us. And we live in the Bible Belt, where the Bible's belt was truth. But that hurts. It's really just the fear of being blinded by God's glory. Let me tell you this quick story. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and that Word was truth. You see, this story gets me excited, and it makes me want to dance, and it's not just because of my youth. No, I've seen grown men jump for joy in the presence of the Lord. In fact, King David danced naked in the streets. And you tell me I'm foolish for jumping on my feet. No, that's just the joy I get in the presence of the Lord. And it's beautiful to be able to let go, but even more beautiful is to be humble and prostrate before the Lord. But these people don't understand that. In fact, they would probably damn that, because they're more worried about their image than whose image they're made in. So worried about saving the fair damsel, they forget to save the handmaiden, because they just want to be knights in shining suits of armor made of steel. But let me tell you, homeboy, that armor ain't real, because metal will rust. But in God I trust. Not a sword or a shield, but His word. The problem is that these people think that the bird is the word, when really the word is the good news of Christ. The one who braved the darkness to spread the light. The one who bent down to pick us up. The waiter with the pitcher of living water to fill our cups. He who died on the cross for you and for me. This really is good news, don't you see? But these people just don't understand that all this time they've been bragging, they've really just been blessed by His hand. Because sinful pride has overwhelmed the world and made us think more and more of ourselves while we just keep stacking participation awards under our trophy shelves. And the things that we participate in don't honor Him, claiming that we'll be changing, but every thought in our mind is in sin. You see, these people have afflictions, battle scars, complexes, and demons. They've been made in His image, but a fear of man has stolen their freedom. So afraid of what others think that they sacrifice who they are. Lions among house cats, jeeps among smart cars, titans among humans, and earths beside Mars. We are all made in the image of God. Every person on earth, but some people stray from that image only minutes after birth, simply because they don't know their own worth, and because they won't sacrifice their hurts, because more than anything, these people are scared. Scared that they have angered God and that they have been abandoned. Scared that greatness and salvation are chosen at random, like God is playing Russian roulette with Jesus' blood. Picking at random who to cover, or just picking none. When really, salvation is like oxygen. All you gotta do is breathe and it's yours. And more. Greatness is for everyone who follows God. But the glory doesn't go to you. That is for Him and Him alone. Because if you're on the edge of glory, it looks like you're trying to steal His throne. And it looks like you're following the wrong ideas. And you're trying to reinvent the wheel. And you're telling people there are other ways to salvation. And you're allowing this false teaching to engulf the nation and start its own network. Because just having a TV show ain't enough. That's greed. Stating that fake spirituality is all you need
it's like the answer all of the above on a multiple choice test. It's always the right answer. Nah, that's a lie. That answer is just there to try and make you fail. And if you fail this test, you're ignorant of the nails and the thorns that save you from gossip, greed, and porn, but those are just sample questions. They don't really count. Just make sure you still try. Because we want the results of our test to be positive, unlike a brain MRI, saying there's cancer. There's nothing we can do. We can try to operate, but we might not pull through. You see, these people had a soul screening, and there's a sin tumor. It's cancerous. They find out too late that the answer is not all of the above. It truly was just Jesus' love, but they left the doctor's office too soon, taking their diagnosis and using it as an excuse to YOLO in their youth, ignoring the doctor's phone calls because they don't want to face the truth that we found a cure. It's a simple blood transfusion, his for yours. But these people don't want to change their lifestyles. In order for their body to accept this blood, they're content wearing fig leaves, not realizing that naked is just so much better. You see, the problem with these people is not individual, it is societal. We've become self-centered, which is evident in our belief that the Bible is God's love letter. We believe that the Bible is our salvation story, when really the Bible only ever was written for God's glory. It has never pointed to us. It has only ever pointed to Him, which is where we need to tell these people to go. These prodigal sons must return to their fathers. We must tell them, just come home.